Maybe that might be a bit. Okay. Can you guys see if it is being recorded? Can you get a notification somewhere?
Yeah, we got a notification. So
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Guys, help me out. If at any point you don't see that record button, let me know because yesterday I did press record, but it stopped recording because my storage was full. So today I cleared up some space and it should be fine. Okay, all right. Do you guys want to turn on your cameras today? If it's up to you if you want to. It just feels nicer when I see the cameras on and I get to see people. It's just a lot nicer. Where are you guys connecting from today? I see familiar faces. Where are you guys connecting from today? Let me know in the chat. Nice, we are up. I like Vinay's background too. Vinay, where are you sitting in? Where are you connecting from? Sachi from New York. Oh, Vinay's from Abu Dhabi Reem Mall. No way.
Yeah,
Y-
yeah, the mall
You're
has
in
a
Abu.
nice like ambiance stuff.
Oh, nice. There's that movie, right? The Black Men or something. Is it Black
Yeah,
Men? You know, where they
yeah.
get invisible. So sometimes I feel like you're like one of those black men. You come into the video and then you
Okay.
disappear or something because of that.
Disappear. Yeah.
By the way, are you guys the people from Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Are you hearing the blasts, the interceptions, anything like that?
It's
No, I don't think so. Well, I'm hearing a little bit somewhat scary stories right now, but that is okay. So we have over 30 people who's connected today, which is brilliant. How are you guys feeling today? Let me know in the chat. How is the day today? Did you wake up good? Were you excited about what was one thing that excited you about today? For me, I woke up in a very shitty mood. I was not excited at all. Chandni has her sad emojis flying up, so I was not really in a good mood at all. Work stress, and then I heard about some of my colleagues as well leaving and going back to their home countries because of what's happening. So things were not feeling that good. So I don't feel that great. But the only thing that I was looking forward to is the workshop. So I get to speak to all of you, I get to connect with all of you. That's the best part. And today we will do something different. We're just going to start with some high vibe thing. Let me look at the chat as well. Woke up and got into an argument with your mom. Tell me something that I don't know about. Shilpa was excited to watch a movie, Project Hail Mary. Oh my God, that's such a good movie. Oh my God, Ryan is so good. Hoping to have a great month. My car from work time, anticipation, curious. Nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So my daughter is taking all of the lip gloss from Fenty Beauty and putting it in here for me to smell it out. Thank you. So Delhi, India, Abu Dhabi, beautiful, wonderful. So let's do something. Let's just get into something high vibe. And what gets me into high vibe is something called Dapankot. How many of you guys know what is Dapankot? Woke up realizing we begin a new month. Oh, that's true. Happy Fool's Day, you guys. Surely need some high vibe. Exactly. Exactly. So let's just do something. What you guys are going to do with me is I'm not going to force you too much, but try to turn on your camera and then vibe. All right. I'm going to play some music in the back. Alexa, play Dapankut. Do you guys know that? Let's see if she plays. Dapankut Style by Creator from Angami. Oh, not this one. Alexa, shut up. Okay. Sorry. Like, she's the only person who I can say that to. But okay, let's play something fun. Or if you guys want to suggest some music, let me know. Tia, you want to dance with me too? Okay. One of the things that is spoken about heavily in the spirituality community is about trauma releasing, somatic. Soma means your body. So, how do you release what's there in your body? All the trauma that you have gone through after an event. When you go through, for example, a car accident, okay, that is an impact, right? It's like a 1 second impact, but then that impact is still, your body still holds on to it. So when you have gone through something like a breakup or a job loss, a divorce, death of a family member, all of these are traumatic events that just happens within a second, but that trauma gets stuck in your body. So when someone tells you, you know what, this breakup happened 5 years back or the divorce happened 6 years back, just get over it. Can you say that to someone who just had a car accident and you tell them, stop overreacting, just get up and start walking? No. The trauma, the impact of it is still stuck in your body. So, how do we release it? The way you release it is by shaking your body. And that's why you see a lot of the, Tia, honey, stop. A lot of the, I know you, yeah, a lot of the villagers or a lot of the people in the tribal communities, they heavily focus on dances. They dance together with their community because when you shake your body, trauma gets released. It's the same thing that happens if you notice cats or animals. After a fight, you can see them walk away and then just like completely shake it off. It's the same thing. You're just shaking it off. Especially when you are sitting with the community, then you're not only releasing the trauma, you're also feeling the togetherness, the part that you belong, along with the other parts of the community as well. So that's what we will do. Is that a song called Vati? I like Tamil because it has that earthy, they're using drums and those very earthy instruments as well. So it feels very much like, that's a little bit too much. Okay, that's a little bit too much. I'll just do something that everybody probably knows. Okay, so if you guys are up, if you want to turn on your camera, you can turn it on, or else you can simply vibe to it. We're just going to do this a little bit, okay? See, my daughter is already there. Come on. Okay, come. Come. I don't want to be the only one doing it. Okay. Guys, it is embarrassing when you guys are just watching me dance. What is this?
You are doing when you dance.
Okay, you don't like the music, don't you? I will change it to something else. What do you want? Oh, let me put Shakira. Is that better? Why? Okay, Isra, you're the one who's going to do it with me.
Is this the waka waka song?
Yeah. Yeah, I am waiting for
My friends used to love it in school.
Isra, Sachi,
Amma,
Janaki.
Amma, my friends used
No,
to
Janaki,
love this
that's.
song in school.
You like it? Come with me, dance.
Even my friends before year one were being
Okay. Nice. No, Janaki, open your arms wide. Yeah. I'm going to take a tiny video as well. Let's like make the other people feel FOMO. More and more, if you keep your arms open, it's more like you're telling the universe, you're ready. It's called the power pose. If you see goddess Athena, she has her arms wide open. It's you saying, I'm open to all the abundance, the opportunities, the connections, the relationships, everything. I'm open to receiving. Hey. Hey. Alrighty, let's come back. Let me see. Oh, we have 47 seconds too. Let's finish it off. Hey. Tia, we don't want to come? You're sleepy. Hey. You like it? Waka. You like it, don't you? We dance to it. Okay. Thank you. Let's come back. Here, did you like the song? It's back for the chair. All right. How do you guys feel? How does it feel shaking your body, moving it a little bit? How does it feel, Janaki, Isra? Did anybody else move along or no? Way better. Yeah, Livara, yes. Sachi, energetic, lots of fun, dancing. Sitting at a cafe, so cannot be in spirit dancing with you. I can't dance in the parking lot.
Oh, at least I can get on now. Just push it in.
I don't know what you're doing.
Trying to get on.
Ooh, okay, I'm trying to adjust the camera. Tia, stop, you'll fall.
I know.
Wait. Tia, don't do that, you will fall, okay?
No,
All right, okay. So, this is something you should be doing, especially currently, when the situation all over the world is heavy. Now let's come back. And now release anything and everything. All of the anxiety, the pain, the stress. You overthinking about the future, about the relationships in your life, about the situation that's currently going on. Anything and everything that is stressing you out. All the pain, all of it. Release it with a deep exhale. Just release it. Release it. They no longer serve you. You're willing to detach from those anxieties that you're feeling. Release it. Take a deep breath in again. And release. Another deep breath in. Release. This is much better, much better. This feels so much better right now, isn't it? It's something as
My
simple.
sleep felt better.
Your sleep felt better. I'm glad you must be stressed out as well, right?
By you.
By me, that's right. Yeah. So she's also a lot more stress free right now, you know.
Yeah, but I'm only 5% kg.
Yeah, that's right. So
5% I'm stressed. Let me just get some distance away from you, Stinky.
okay,
You stinky mom.
you guys didn't hear that.
You stinky mama.
Okay, baby girl. So, what we're going to be doing today is now learning how to channel. Because a lot of the times we get stressed out, we get this anxiety because we are simply picking up someone else's energies. Currently, especially when we have we have the people who are connecting from the UAE. So there's a lot of instability that's going on. A lot of people are stressed out. They don't know whether to stay, whether to leave, what's going to happen with their job. There's instability in the country, politically, and in every facet. So that will automatically affect you as well, especially us, because we are now very sensitive to energies. We're going through a phase where we are getting more and more sensitive to energies, which is brilliant because this means that now we will be easily able to identify if someone is good for you, if this opportunity is good for you or not. In the past we were blinded, but now as we get more and more sensitive to energies, which is happening because Mother Earth is also going through an awakening, she's also going through an ascension, or rather she is the one going through an ascension and she's decided to keep us with her. So when this happens, we will be able to now quickly identify what serves us and what doesn't serve us, and just consider this as more like data for you to pick that which serves you better and go in that direction. How does channeling help, or tapping into your soul, tapping into your intuition help? When you do this more and more, you will be able to identify what is your energy speaking, when is it your energy speaking, and when is it someone else speaking. When you have too many people talking to you, telling you what to do, when you spend so much time on social media scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or whatever social media platforms you're going through, you are taking in the energies and you're taking in the information from all of those people. So you are going to get more overwhelmed and a lot more confused, which will cause stress and anxiety. So, how do you detach from it? You detach from it by sitting in channeling, sitting in meditation, and tapping into your soul. When you learn to tap into your soul, you will also be able to tap into higher realms. You'll be able to tap into God, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors, but it's a very slow process. The universe will not give you more than what you can handle. So, in the beginning, for me, I used to heavily connect with Jesus Christ because I connected more with Jesus Christ and I was more, I felt safer with Jesus Christ. So, every time I would channel, I would call upon Yeshua. Then it moved into calling and speaking with my ancestors. Then in speaking with archangels. Then speaking with random goddesses that I felt were fun. Goddess Lakshmi, Goddess Athena. And it was actually only recently that I became more and more confident about speaking with God, because I still had self-worth issues where I felt like God could not talk to me. That's not possible. But finally, when I was willing and when I finally loved myself enough and I said, I am worthy, I began to channel more and more God. So, what we will do today is get yourself a book and a pen and find a place that's comfortable for you, a place where you can not be disturbed. So, I'm going to give you maybe a few minutes for that. You can get a book, or you can even use your laptop, you can use your phones. You could also do something where you use your phone and you record a voice note into it. I would do that. In the beginning, I used to use a book and then write it down. Then I began to record voice notes. So you could do whichever works for you. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. And once you are ready, let me know ready in the chat.
Ready.
Good. Okay, let's wait for the others to join us as well. Okay. Now, when we are doing this exercise, what you have to be doing is do not judge yourself at all. And that's the hard part. Whatever comes through, whatever information, whatever message is coming through, don't judge yourself. Let it be. Allow it to come through. You see, I woke up in the morning thinking that today's workshop, I've got to be high vibe. But I really felt shitty. The moment I just said it out, today is a shitty day. I feel like crap. It released me. There's no judgment when we think that just because you're doing something, you have to always be high vibe, you have to be a certain way. No. Once you just express how you truly feel, it releases from your body. So when you are doing this activity, even when you are sitting down, even if it is something like a blue turtle, which doesn't exist, or the images of whatever cartoons or whatever comes through, you're going to write it down. I will be playing a music in the back. It's a high vibrational music that I would play. So allow whatever comes forth, write it down. How many of you are using voice recording right now? Or is it book and pen? Let me know that as well. It doesn't take too long. It's just a 10-minute activity. And what we will do at the end of this is every single one of you are going to read out what you wrote. It's up to you if you want to do. But if you read it out, I would be able to provide some insights as well. A book and a pen. Yeah, a book and a pen is a great way to start as well. So set an intention. Okay, let's set an intention. Dear God, every single one of us are ready to hear you. We are willing to put our ego and our fear aside to tap into your divine wisdom, to tap into the love and compassion that you have for us, to tap into all that you are. Guide us through today during this journey. Help me, God, to be a clear channel for you to work through. All of you are already connected. There's nothing further you've got to do. All you are doing today is removing the noise, the fear that's been blocking you. That's all we will do today. Okay? Let me know if you're able to hear this music. Can you?
Yeah.
So this is what I will play. You can listen to it. It's a 10-minute music, that's it. While you listen to it, it starts with an angel tuning frequency, angel fork, and then once with that, we move into high vibe hemi-sync music. So this way you would balance both the hemispheres of your brain and you can tap into higher realms or the subconscious. All right.
Dear soul, what do you want me to know today?
Welcome back. You could take a sip of water. To ground yourself. How is it? How is it to everyone? The music that you heard, it's hemi-sync. Hemi-sync. There's an institute called the Monroe Institute, which teaches you how to astral travel. And there's a lot of meditations that you can get from there as well. Astral travel is where you consciously allow your soul to leave the body and to enter other spaces, or your consciousness. And hemi-sync is one of the music that you can search for. Yeah, hemi-sync, that's right. Now, whoever is ready, you could probably share what you wrote down.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Sachi.
Hi. Thanks. Did you? I think Jan. Okay. Am I on the spot? I just want to make sure I'm not taking.
No, you were.
Okay. So first, I saw a golden egg with just bright light coming from it, and it was just high up in the sky. And then I saw like a thick rope coming from it towards the back of my head, kind of telling me you are being guided and trust the process. So don't be afraid, you're not alone. That's kind of the sense that I was feeling. And it was making me feel like, so I'm a biology nerd, by the way, but there is a process when in mRNA, it just guides on the strand to make a protein, basically manifesting the protein in real life from the template that DNA has. Basically, that rope is guiding you to walk on that strand, is what I felt. So it's telling me that you are guided, you are being supported. There is nothing to be afraid. And that strand is going to guide you to walk on the template, to walk and really do what needs to be done on earth. Then I saw this bright light from this egg coming towards my heart, but my heart has some kind of mirror. It's reflecting off my heart, reflecting and going away. So basically it's illuminating that space. And then I kind of asked, okay, but the world is in chaos. What am I supposed to do about it? Like, am I supposed to fight it? And it told me, no, my role is not to fight. My role is to observe, see what it is, and then continue moving in the direction of the new creation or new foundation, whatever that is.
Wow.
And then as you continue doing it, more people will join. Then I saw more people standing beside me, like forming a line where the light is shooting at everybody's heart and it's illuminating from everybody's heart, kind of creating like a whole illuminated space. And as you continue, the line gets longer, longer, and longer. And that line is supposed to engulf or lessen the darkness. So it's kind of intriguing. I was thinking maybe I should put too much things on social media and say this is wrong, that is wrong, because that's what my natural urge was. I was really angry, not just even in states here. People are very polar, divided about the war. They don't want their tax money to be used in the war. They don't, in fact, everybody's rebelling the whole structure. Like ever since the Epstein file came, they're like, who are we paying this money for? Why are we paying this money to predators itself? Everybody is questioning. And I felt like I should also be on that. But I think what this is telling me is that I I gotta contribute. I need to observe it, but not deny it, or not. I don't know how to write words now. I think it was all very imaginary, very imagery. But the more you spread the light, the darkness will observe, will go itself, is what the feel I got.
I love it. I love that so much. And even when this, right now it is this war, but a couple of years back, to share my story, a couple of years back, I even began to get into all of these podcasting space because there was the Gaza war happening. And at that point of time, even I wanted to do something about it because everybody was sharing online, posting things, etc. And the message I received back then too was not to do something, but to just maintain my vibration, to heal myself, to hold the light. When you hold the light, other people will get attracted to it and they will come towards you. And 2 years later, there's all of you who's joined. But I did not know or never even widely thought that this is what would happen today. All of us are coming together because we all hold the light and we want to maintain that light together. And there's going to be more and more and more people coming together. And then all of this distraction or these noise that we see, whatever we focus on is what's going to continue growing. And our job is simply to focus within ourselves and to keep maintaining the vibration. And at that time, I was also thinking that I had to fix everybody, heal everybody. And I was almost doing it with anger. You are not healing. I would go and tell people, you have to heal. You are not calm. You are, that's not how it worked, is what I understood later on. So there's a lot of work that we've got to do ourselves as well. Sachi, could you also share what, because I think you were also mentioned before that you were trying to channel, right, into healing and getting into that space as well before. So you had shared with me as well that you were afraid whether you would have what it takes, whether you would have the confidence to do it. So the first part of your vision that you got was you getting the confidence in telling you that you have the guides with you. And the way they showed it was in the form of you explained some biology. Sorry, I don't understand biology, so forget it.
It's,
But you
it's how
don't, the
it's
DNA
how
strand connecting to the egg of the.
yes, it's how. So the rope is connected to my back and it's asking me to walk on the template. And that's how the protein production happens from our DNA. There's an mRNA layer, and then the protein basically it walks on it. Whatever, so
Yeah.
there's like it walks and it, sorry, I'm just nerding out.
Yeah, that
Basically,
is nerding out. If I got that vision, I would ask them to F off. I don't understand shit. But you see, the visions that we get is understandable to whoever gets it. So for Sachi, it came in the way of an mRNA strand or DNA strand, and it collected with the egg and the sperm together. So let it be. She must be like, I have no clue what I'm talking about. But so what we have to understand, Sachi, thank you so much for sharing, Sachi. Thank you.
welcome.
So what we learn through a channeling session is that for God or the higher realm to speak to us, there are many different ways in which God speaks to us. The first and the foremost is in your feeling. So even if no words came through in today's session, you would have noticed a shift in the way you felt during the meditation session. Let me know in the chat if that's how you felt, if you felt a change in how you felt, a sort of calmness, a sort of being taken care of, that you're safe, that everything is okay. You may have felt a shift. You may have felt the unconditional love of God coming through. So it would be in the form of how you feel. For some people, it would be in the form of visions, like how it was for Sachi. For Sachi, it came in the form of visions. because she is someone who is more imaginative. She spends time imagining things. So for her, it came in that form. For others, for some people, they are able to hear voices. So they would actually hear a different voice in their head. For the others, it would be in the form of words, maybe in the form of music. So it comes in different forms because for God, no avenue is closed for God. Every avenue is open for God to communicate with you. Speaking, your voice, the visions, it could be in the form of another person coming to you. Sometimes it's easier for our spirit guides to, let's say you're looking for an answer to a question that is really pressing and you're walking by, and then there is actually a group of people speaking about a similar topic. For your spirit guides, it's a lot more easier to just give you the nudge to look, turn around, and then overhear that conversation. And that would give you the divine sign that, okay, maybe you're on the right path, or no, you're not on the right path. It's the same for angel numbers as well. When you are going through an awakening, the first thing you would notice is angel numbers. That is how your spirit guides and your angels are nudging you to start listening to that tiny nudges. Okay, you're doing your work and you're like, suddenly you get the nudge, look up at the clock, and you see it's 11:11. Then you can go and check out what does the angel number 1111 mean, and then consider, look at what were you thinking at that point of time, and for whatever thought you were having, 1111 would be the answer to that. Every number has a meaning. So once you open yourself up to all of this, life becomes so magical, and you realize that there are signs, there are synchronicities. God is speaking to you through every person, the bird, a butterfly, an ant, videos, books. There's so many ways in which you get information, you get guidance from the universe. Charlene wanted to share, so I would let Charlene share. Is Charlene here?
I was backing out because now I'm not, it was a bit much. I actually managed to see a lot. Clearly, I'm processing a lot. But as soon as I went into the state, I saw it looked like a peanut, but I realized it was a baby fetus. It was the scan, a 3D scan of a baby fetus. And then I saw ocean flow like a wave, and hot hands like holding the fetus like this. And then it was Lord Shiva. I could see his I lost my son, and I couldn't pray to Lord Shiva because I prayed to him during my pregnancy. So I lost my faith with him. But he came out in this vision, and after he came in, there were like a lot of other people, and they were holding out this large sari and doing some sort of ritual at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked, sorry,
It's okay.
I asked them, what do
It's
I need
okay.
to know about what's happening and what's unfolding? And I saw an evil eye, but very quickly I saw my third eye. And then I saw a Kali, and then I'm protected, and I saw footprints, but they were above me, as well as a coiled snake, but a bridge to peace. And then when I asked for my ancestors to come through, I saw a white candle lit with foil, sitting in foil. And then my ayah, who's my maternal grandmother, who had previously told me that she received my son when he passed. She came through, and she was playful. She was happy. She was on the beach, and she was covering, she was using her dupatta over her head, and she was smiling, and she never smiled because her life was so hard. And I asked her, what do I need to do to break the generational trauma so that my daughters do not suffer what we suffer. And she said, "You're there. You're there." And I could see a massive vision of Karima above me, and she's smiling. And then I asked about my husband and where it's going. And I saw a blooming flower, but then I saw him take off his ring, his wedding ring. And then when I asked what my girls need, it went blank. And I just got the feeling that I am there, I'm crossing the bridge, and I have the intuition for them. It was a lot. Sorry, you think that you're getting over and you heal the loss of a child, but it never happens. That was terrible.
It's okay. Let it out. Do this. Just hug yourself. You know, hug yourself. This is what I do. Just hug yourself. Sit with it. That's, isn't that beautiful? That you might think that you're alone, but when you start doing this, you realize that there is a big group of people. There's a whole guidance system that is there guiding you, that you're not alone, that you can tap into any of them whenever you want. Yeah, that's the most beautiful part about darkness. Darkness brings the light out every time. And so sometimes souls come just to spark that light in you. Even if they are here for just a short while, they do that. They have done their part and they leave joyfully. And I'm so glad that you received these messages. I want you to actually tonight or today after this call, sit down and release it. You know, you're still holding back from crying, but sit down and have a really good cry. Cry it out, shake your body, scream if you want, move your body, cry it out, let it release from the system. Let
Yeah,
it
I
cleanse.
think I
Yes.
need to do that because I hold everything in for my daughters. I don't show it.
Yeah, let it cleanse, let it leave the body. You will feel so much lighter. And drink lots and lots of water. Ground yourself. Drink lots of water. So what does grounding mean? It's one of the most important things that all of us have to understand. So when you sit down in channeling or in meditation a lot, you are in the upper realms. You're in your head, right? You're seeing these visions over there. So sometimes you get into the psychosis because you're constantly there trying to see a higher perspective of everything. So in order to not fall into that trap, you have to ground yourself, which means fine, you saw this vision. Right now, you saw the vision of your grandmother, your child, all the support that you're receiving. Now, how do you bring it down and anchor into this reality? You ground. You eat healthy meals. You drink good water. You do the cooking, the cleaning with joy, the walking out barefoot, the playing with your friends, speaking to the community. We have such a beautiful community over here, but interacting with the others, you ground. And then you are able to get the best of both worlds, the guidance from the other realm, and you bring it back here. And then as more and more people bring the wisdom from the other side onto here, this whole world heals and becomes a much beautiful place. The world is already beautiful. There's already such amazing people. Thank you so much, Charlene, for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you for guiding us through that.
Thank you. Vinay?
Yeah, I just wanted to add something. And actually, you mentioned grounding. And, when I was thinking about it, and when you played the music, and the last 2 days too, I see a common theme of all of us often feeling that restlessness, or the urge that, oh, we have manifested this, or we have this vision, but why is it taking so long, or why does something not change in our reality? And firstly, like, listening to Sachi speak, listening to Charlene speak, it's, as a community, it's great that we can empathize with each other. But it also shows that we are already breaking one level of the paradigm, and we are being less skeptical about these concepts. The thing is, like you said, grounding helps us bring that vision back to earth. And like, like Tanya mentioned to us day before yesterday, where you have the thought, then you have the word, and then you have the deed. The best thing we can do all as a collective and individually in our lives is actually put it into action. Yes, we have the vision of how the world should be. Yes, we individually cannot change the world, but we can impact the people around us. You can impact your work environment. Shadi can impact her daughters. And the best way we can do that is to know that we are the source. And once you are the source, you are not waiting for something to happen. Any manifestation lecture, whether it's Neville Goddard, whether it's Bob Proctor, they've always said you have to believe the wish is fulfilled. Once you truly believe it's fulfilled, there is no longer a situation of waiting for it to happen. You have to act like you already have the thing in your present reality, because we want the thing for a reason. Once you make yourself believe like you already have that reason fulfilled within you, you'll be able to act out from that frequency and impact the people around you and change the world. So yeah, I just wanted to add that because that was what was going through my head, based on the last 2 days. And not just right now in the 10 minutes, but even when I was thinking about it in the morning, it was the same thoughts going on that, we all often feel restless for things to manifest.
Yeah.
But the truth is that it's coming from us. And so what we can do is put it into action to make it happen in our reality.
Thank you so much for sharing. In fact, I can give you an example, for my social media or this whole workshop, because this is my dream. What we are doing right now, this is my dream. I never thought that I was the one who would be holding a workshop. What I wanted was to belong to a community within UAE where I could meet people who were thinking like me, because I was thinking different. But my family doesn't think this way. My friends, my colleagues, no one thinks the way that I think. So I felt like I wish I could find that community. And then it's the exact same thing where you say that it is you are the source. I simply had to just put out a word saying, listen, come, join. And everybody just joined. What was I waiting for? I was waiting for someone else to do it. Why? I was the one. It was simply about being that person. When you are, even when it comes to increasing my followers, there is something different when you believe that you already have the million followers. When you believe you have a million followers, you carry yourself different. You speak with a different sort of confidence. When I became that person, that's when the followers thing, my energy changed. So whatever you said, it's profound. And I'm so glad to know that you are in Abu Dhabi. And I'm so glad to see so many other people who are in Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, which means that this is amazing. And we should all get together and meet up, have an in-person event, come together. When more people like us come together, the energy of the country changes, the energy of the continent and the world changes. And even us coming together in this space, even if it's online, it is healing the planet. We are doing what we can for the planet. So thank you so much, Vinay, for sharing.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
see. Is there anyone else who would like to share? I had that realization that I was writing too lonely in this calling of mine. Thank you for sharing that, Vinay. Yes, Prakshi is saying that. Wondering if anyone thought of music. Kushleen is here as well. Hi, Kushleen. Did you write as well? Is there anything you would like to share too?
I
And yes.
I'm sorry, I
Hi.
made it a little late, but I made it, and I was really glad that I did because it was lovely to hear all of you. And yeah, I'm just still taking it in. And I really think that what you're doing is really cool, getting this community together because I also don't think that it's easy to find like-minded people, at least when it comes to I don't know, some spirituality maybe. So yeah, but I'm glad I joined, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Khushli. And I'm so glad you joined. We've been DMing each other, and it's the first time we are speaking to each other. Thank you so much for joining. Having a
Yeah,
community is
thank
one of
you.
the having a community is one of the most one of the things that I really missed when I was going through my own awakening and getting into spirituality, etc., because it is very lonely. And sometimes you think, because all that you see is in your third eye, and you don't know if what you're seeing is true, because whatever you see in your third eye seems so real, but when you are in the real world, everything else is different. So you go through this sort of confusion where you are not able to interact well with your own friends and family, and then you have these visions which is completely different from your reality. So having a community like this really helps. And in fact, this phase is the only tough part, where you are going through neither being here or there. Then you will eventually get to a place where every single person that you meet will think and speak like you. That's the best part of this journey. Everybody has the same sort of care for the planet, care for another soul, care for other people, this sort of dying or this strong desire to want to do something for the planet, to want to do something for the community, to do good, to be good. You feel that, and then you get to meet all of these other people who build these small projects, and then we all come together and start building it. And that's the best part that happens once you are on this journey towards the, like, once you get through the shock phase, then you get to a place where you go through ultimate bliss. It's the most beautiful part. Now, this is just one of the examples of what we would be doing during our membership. Inside the monthly membership, there would be 2 meetups that we will do during the month. So during these 2 meetups, one of the days I will bring healers. I channel my higher self, God, but there are people who are way ahead in the spirituality game, who I look up to, who I ask and seek guidance from, because they can channel without their ego coming in the way. So what does it mean? When I'm channeling, sometimes my ego comes in the way. And when I get a vision, my ego comes and says, hey, that doesn't make any sense. So when you keep doing meditation, when you keep channeling, then you will get through a place where the ego can no longer sabotage the messages that you get through channeling. So such people are ones who are really ahead of the game, and I would call they are Bashar, then Lee Harris. There's so many people like that. Genelia, Genevieve Tager, Rubia. So all of these people had come on my podcast, and I have a very good relationship with them as well. So they can come and speak to us. They will be able to tap into your soul, tap into what is the information that they can give for you personally. So we will have sessions like that, because here now there's over 40 people, 50 people who's joined, and not everyone will get equal guidance. So if you are called to join the membership, I'll just put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat as well. And that would be for one of the days. And the other day, we would host sessions where you will be joined with an accountability partner. So when you have an accountability partner with you, then this way, you and that other partner, regardless of where you guys are connected from, you will be able to hold each other accountable during this journey. Because in order to get to the level you're at, you need some discipline. You need to be able to sit and spend some time meditating, spend some time channeling. Even if it is trauma releasing from your body and you're doing somatic workouts and somatic exercises, it does take you to spend some time doing those exercises, doing the releases, spending some time reading about these as well. So it gets easier if you have someone keeping you accountable. For me, it was my podcast. Every week I would sit down with a different spiritual teacher, and they were the ones who kept, I won't say kept me accountable, but every time I go through these points where I'm getting stuck and I'm not sure if what I'm doing is right, I would always have the teachers come through and speak to me and give me guidance on navigating this journey further. And I would love for all of us to come together and build it, bring more and more people in. And ultimately, my goal is for all of us to do these retreats together, travel to places, or even, you would have, there's people connecting from the US, from Canada, from India. But what if all of you who are in Canada right now join together and have a meetup? You will not be lonely again. Or the ones who are in the UAE, we all come together and we meet up. We would have someone who would host the meetups over there and come together as a community. Now we need more and more of communities. The AI has taken over, so any sort of interactions, emails, DMs can all be automated, and I just tell the AI to do it. But now what we want is real community where you can sit in the energy of someone, listen to what they speak, and that is so much more powerful. So I'm so glad that we did this. We've already 11 minutes past 11 minutes past the time, but it's so good. I'm so glad all of us spoke. If you have any questions, let me know. Put it in the chat as well, and we would connect again tomorrow. Tomorrow we will dive deeper into somatic, and how to release trauma from your body. It's very simple, but a lot of us don't know that. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining today.
See you. Bye.
Bye.